Impact versus effort, how to structure, plan, and also execute on projects. So this is something that I find extremely important, especially when you're running an agency, that you're able to bring in structure to your clients and structure to the overall collaborationship. So with that, it's extremely important to also be able to identify the highest impact and least effort tasks that can, give the most ROI, the highest ROI in the short term, but also in the long term, of course. So this is something that we have spent a long time developing. We have gone through many different stages of this, where the stage that we're currently at right now is looking somewhat like this, with a roadmap and a project planner, which I'm going to explain in this video how we use this to effectively navigate a collaborationship for our clients, but also be able to make sure that we're constantly progressing in the right direction. So I think that one's ability to identify your next move or improvement in your business is what will determine how fast you're going to succeed, right? So you need to, of course, be able to move really, really quickly when it comes to online business. You need to act upon your ideas and thoughts extremely fast. Otherwise, your competition is going to swallow you. That's just how it is. But it took me quite a long time to really figure out and learn how to do this effectively, and also make sure that in a collaborationship that both parties are aligned with this. So most businesses, they are going to see that their breakthroughs will come over time. And what I mean by that is that what you're doing today is not going to do any difference tomorrow, most likely. Yeah, you can start an ad today and you can see the results within an hour. But most things, they have to have time in market. They have to compound over time. And usually what happens is that the improvements that you made today is what you're going to see 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 months ahead of, or in the future. And the reason why this way of thinking is extremely important is because you cannot win in business only looking at the short term. You need to look at what can you do today that are going to yield you the highest possible return in the long run. So how do you actually identify your next move and your next big implementation that are going to allow you for better results? So with this, there's actually two things that I want to show you in this video, because one thing that we always measure in a collaborationship with our lead generation clients or with our e-commerce clients is their PSM score. And PSM stands for Profit Scaling Margin. This is a metric, this is a score that tells you much more about how sustainable your business is in the long run, and also how much money you're actually generating per dollar spent. If we take a look at this list sheet right here, then you can see that there's 4 main KPIs, if you will say, that go into this PSM score. There's blended CPA, there's customer lifetime value, purchase frequency, and cost of goods sold per order. So here you have your blended CPA, which is all of your purchases divided by your total marketing spend. That leaves you with a blended CPA. And let's just say in this case it's 30. And you have a customer lifetime value of 200, a purchase frequency of 1.5, and a cost per goods sold per order. And this leaves you with a PSM score of 1.67. So in this case, we would just be looking at these 4 things and be like, what are we most likely to be able to impact right now? Is it the blended CPA? Is it the customer lifetime value? Or is it the customer or the purchase frequency? Perhaps the cost of goods sold if we have some supplier issues or anything like that we can go in and impact. Perhaps even payment options that could be lowered, or the fees to Shopify and whatnot. But that's a conversation for a whole nother day. Regardless, what we would do here is go in and see, okay, where are we most likely to be able to impact this with the least amount of effort? So let's just say that, you know what, we're able to bring down the blended CPA by from 30 to 28. This is going to increase the CPM or the PSM score from 1.67 to 1.71. That means that per every dollar you're spending, you're generating 4 cents more, right? 67 to 71, 4 cents more. So this is a small increase, but it could be that the only thing that we had to do in order to make this increase happen was just to go in and create some new static ads that we could do within the span of, let's say, 1 or 2 hours. So this was a very, very small improvement that we figured this is easy for us to do. So low effort, but high impact, or a relatively high impact, if you will say. But regardless of what it is, we always use the PSM calculation to go in and identify what are the next improvements that we can make. So for that, we start to implement our project planner and our roadmap into the collaboration ship. So again, if I can just show you here, it starts off here where we have an overview of the entire year in Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. And then it's just divided into months, of course. So here, this is where we're going to note down what we need to do. It could be set up ad campaigns on Meta, fix product feed on Feeder. It could be rewrite 3 scripts and set in motion, or contact a creative agency to handle the ads for us. And here, there could be an overall strategy or a focus that we wanted to employ this quarter that was going to be the primary focus, which could be set up a new funnel for Meta that focuses on the problem-aware audience that we then try to convert and move into a solution/product aware stage. Something like that. This could be the focus point for Q1, which would then require that these tasks, as well as the client's tasks, are really set up around the strategy and the focus. That's really how we go about it when it comes to structuring a collaboration ship. And what this has just done for us is that every time we come on a meeting with a client, it's super effective, it's super streamlined in terms of what are we going to do next. This is not just going to be your typical trim your ad account and then just pray for improvements. It's very much on and off platform improvements that are going to allow for better performance. So with that, there's also a budget planner in here, because one thing that's extremely important is that, of course, we know what has been budgeted with or what has been accomplished the previous 12 months leading up to a collaboration ship with us. So here, the client is going to fill out all of the 12 months prior to the collaboration ship start, so that we have an idea of, okay, how has the campaign's been performing? How has the business developed over the previous 12 months? Looking at the upcoming 12 months here, this is where we also get a very, very good understanding of what is the client actually thinking and hoping for with their business. What are they planning for as well? Here we get a really good understanding if they are just wishing for better results or if there's actually a plan and a structure, because it's super easy to just go in and say, okay, we want to scale by 100% from 12 months ago till now. But what are the plans up here that are going to allow for such growth? So this roadmap is heavily tied together with the upcoming 12 months budget and also what needs to be done, because otherwise it is nothing than a mere wish list. That really leads me into the project planner and how we use this. So with the project planner, what you're going to be able to do here is you're really going to be able to measure the impact, the confidence, and the ease of a task or a project. So let's say that right now we figured that we were able to bring down the blended CPA from 30 till 25. We thought that this is a pretty easy and a high impact task that we can do right now to lower the blended CPA. Then we would go in here and be like, okay, what do we need to do in order to make this happen? Well, we would probably think, okay, we need to get some new content. So new content, and then we would go in and say, who is the lead, Profita, or the partner? Well, in this case, we would be the lead. We would set the due date, and then we would be like, okay, how much impact from a scale of 1 to 10 do we believe that this is able to give us? So 10 being the highest, we would say we're confident that this is going to have an impact of 8, and we are extremely confident that this is going to happen. So confidence 9 could be that the client does not have any content live right now. The reason being that we're super confident that this is going to have a high impact. And the ease of doing this is perhaps a 6, because it takes time. It's not something that when you think about creating new content, especially video content or UGC content, that you're able to produce this and set this in motion today. But you can be pretty sure that it's going to have a high impact if you have a lot of preparation time leading up to this, and that you have really thought through the different awareness stages that you're going to produce this content from. So then we mark the priority from low, medium to high. And then we perhaps set some notes over here, which could be that you need to be careful with health exclamations or whatever you want to call them, because we may be dealing with a supplement brand or whatever. So that could be one task. But let's say that we identify another task that has even higher I score over here, which is like the total sum of these 3 added together, which is then in this case going to give you 23. And what we use the I score for is to be able to identify the task that we need to do first. So the task with the highest possible I score is then going to be the task that we're going to do first. And what this has just allowed us to do is effectively streamline our work a lot more, making sure that we're working on the right things at the right time. The stuff that gives the highest I score is, of course, the task that we're going to work on first. But it has just allowed us to create even better results for our clients, because it is now so much more structured. And of course, there's going to be urgent tasks that just needs to be done here and now. But overall, it's so important to be able to structure your collaborationship with a client like this, because structure is everything when it comes to creating results. So if you would like these documents sent over to you, I'll happily do so. Just let me know in the comment, and I'll link to a copy of this version right here. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and also subscribe if you want to get more content like this. Otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed, and have a great day.